So we're back up here in northern Mexico.
Yeah.
Fixing to do some cool shit.
That's definitely not mine.
Oh,
I
yeah,
almost
that's
drank
mine.
it too. I almost drank it too.
And then you just spit it back in there, and I would have been able to drink it.
No, I didn't. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, we ain't got much time. Tomorrow night we got a race. Last time we raced, the car did not shift into third. So we're gonna have to, I don't care what we do. We gotta let off the button somewhere.
The viewers at home may notice still light outside.
It is. I like daytime hits.
I love daytime hits.
We've got some stuff we got to do tonight that is going to prevent us from testing. And then after we're done with what we're going to do, they said something about rain coming in.
Yep.
So I'm not going to take a chance. I have to, no matter what it fucking takes, I have to let off the button somewhere. We got to get it in high. We don't really care.
So they seen in our last video where we changed the springs and the shocks on the front of the car.
Yes.
We left them all the way loose, and now we're here. We're fixing to go make a hit. It's time to set everything up.
Yeah. And you know, while they were loose, I'm not sure how new those springs were, but sometimes springs, you know, they break in a little bit. So it was able to bounce the whole way here. As soon as I get in it here in a minute, we will check the crank height. As long as it's still, you know, even close to what it was, which looks like the front end's real high to me, then we'll be cool with it, you know, and then we'll adjust the travel limiters, all that stuff right now.
So one of the numbers that we go off of on the cars is the crank centerline height. It's just kind of a frame of reference for how you set the car up. And this one was a little high when we got here. So,
yeah. Well, 13.5 is high anyways.
Yeah.
But on the street, that's what we're shooting for right now. I mean, the other car, there's absolutely nothing that we can do to get anywhere close to 13.5.
No.
And when we got here, yeah, this one was at 14, maybe even a little bit higher. I always try to get underneath the crankshaft. So if you don't have very good surface, you got to get underneath the crankshaft. So, and that's the reason we get the crankshaft so high. So part of it. But you know, the new car, we run it at the track. Even when we were running it on the street, 10 3/4. You know. One thing that you got to remember is if you have stored energy in your springs, your crank doesn't have to be that high. It's gonna throw it up there as soon as you launch, and if it throws it up there, then you don't need to start off that high.
It does.
I'm happy with the motor, man.
For sure.
Freshened it up. How many passes we got on it? 11?
7.
7.
7.
7's better than 11.
Yes. No, it sounds good. It seems to be running damn good.
Yeah.
We just need to go make sure it's gonna shift.
That shit might be my fault, man. But if it is, at this point, you know what?
Hopefully
I kind of hope it is.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have any problems.
For sure.
Oh.
for a basketball game and found a street race. Man shit right there. Banging it through the motor was probably the coolest part of the whole deal.
No, I've never fucking done that.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I had a purge.
I ain't that. Well, you do have a purge. You do have a purge, and it puts nitrous in the intake.
Yep. No, that was fucking cool. That was really cool.
Man, about that, I mean, you weren't anywhere near where I wanted you in the road. Besides,
it didn't matter.
Besides in the marsh, but that thing still went.
It didn't matter. Like, grab that. It didn't matter. I let off the button and I went, wow, it needed more power.
Yeah.
It needed more power. But hey, that was what we wanted to go down a virgin road, and we just did it. Absolutely. This is the exact road. I'm gonna try to hurry, you know, do this while I'm doing this. That's the exact road. The exact road that we're going to be racing on. Not the same spot, but the exact road. And it went right down.
In the middle of the day, I guess there were some cars coming, so we had to hurry. I didn't get you back where I wanted you, but it didn't matter. The car went.
It didn't matter. The car went, dude, it fucking made a good pass.
It went into high gear, everything's good.
Everything's good.
Perfect.
That right there is the stuff that gets my blood going right there.
Yeah, no, I'm more pumped up right now. My heart rate is going more right now than it has been in a while, just because this is the shit that we used to do, you know?
We ain't done nothing like that in a long time.
Well, I mean, and you think this is stupid, but when
it's what has to be done.
It has to be done. Now I can take that tune up right there and I can go down any bare road around here, in my opinion. You know, I told you whenever I made the tune up, I think it's going to be a little bit light out of the hole, but it's going to roll on the big end, and that's exactly what happened. You know, it left out of the hole. I'm gonna go ahead and still say decent.
No, it was
You know what I
decent.
mean?
It was decent.
It wasn't slow. Oh fuck. Okay, yeah, I can turn this way. But if nothing else, if somebody else makes a decent lick, I'll still be next to them by the 60 foot, and then after that,
For sure.
it's gonna roll. So I'm stoked about that pass. That's what we needed. To now I can go check the data and either make changes to that or roll the way that it is.
For sure. Yeah, man, that was fun there, man. That's the shit I love. OG just doing what the OG does.
Man, dude, hey, I don't know if I could express how excited I am about the changes that we've made to the OG and put it back on the street where it belongs, and it's doing as well as what it is.
Absolutely.
You know, we're learning more every pass. The shock adjustment, thank you, Chris Bell.
Yeah, our
The
boy
shock
Chris Bell,
adjustment,
Kinetic.
and then we just winged it and set and put some adjustments in the shocks. We ran a set of springs that we had laying around the shop, and I think that the whole combination worked out great. It don't have too much stored energy in it to where it'll throw the front end up, but whenever I let go of the button,
It
rolled.
was up until you dumped out of it.
It was up, and as the road gets better, we'll have to make some adjustments on that deal, because I'm not going to need that much travel on a decent road.
No.
So, but other than that, I mean, what can you say? Like, my heart is still racing, and this is anytime we're doing what we do, and you think, and people ask you, is it ever gonna get old? Is it getting old? That right there is the shit that makes it never get old.
Keeps us coming back.
It
for
never
more.
gets old after that,
Yep.
and you can't explain that feeling. And most of the people that are watching this video know that feeling that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, it's the adrenaline rush that we love.
Yep.
And anything can happen. You know, we don't do this because of the thrill of running from the cops. We don't
No,
want the cops to
I
chase us.
I hate the cops
running from
being
the
mad
cops.
at me.
We do it because we're in the middle of a highway. It's not a lot of traffic right now, and that's the reason we went and did it. And that's the exact surface type that we're going to be racing on. And this is something that had to be done, and we did it. So, and I'm happy about it.
Yep. So, man, yeah, extremely happy with the car. Probably put it up until race night. Go over, make sure everything's good. It did shift into high gear, so thinking we may have messed something up.
I messed that deal
on the
up.
previous pass.
100%, no doubt about it. I messed that deal up. So,
But
it is what it is.
now we're headed back. We're gonna help our buddy Jeff Lutz and see if he can get down this road.
I'm not really sure where to park. I mean, this is a highway.
Yeah. So as always, thanks for clicking in. Click the subscribe button, share it with your buddies, share it with everybody, and enjoy the rest of this video, and we'll catch you next time.
Fucking intense.
That was a good look right there. How about that curve though? It come up on your clip.
I was like this. I'm like, damn, I felt that rear tire come off the fucking gun. But I didn't want to get out of it because
No.
it was fucking hauling
Yeah.
ass. Hey, that motherfucker checked the fuck out. It looked good. Hey, you was worried about putting that boost in there.
I was worried about how you put the boost in. How much boost?
Hey,
I want to race you. We gotta stay away from each other.
Hey, other than almost barrel rolling on that bend, that bitch fucking rolled.
Dude, hey, I told him slow down. I stayed in it too far.
I couldn't. I'm like, oh my
I
god,
know,
it felt
I
good.
know. Hey, that's a good lick, man. That's a good fucking lick. Nice job. Fucking lick. So, yeah, our black track ended at exactly the same
Did
time
it
and
roll?
everything.
So
Yeah.
you were sketchy as fuck.
Hey,
around
no,
that
it
bitch.
scared the fuck out of me, and I really wish I would have fucking said something to you whenever I came up there, but, you know, like I told Jeffrey, even on the video, I was like, oh, man, he needs to slow down, man, he needs to slow down.
I'm showing off. Those guys are videoing. And I'm
know.
like, fuck, the
Hey.
windshield starts caving in. I'm like, oh yeah.
It was a lick, though. It was a lick.
Hey, we need to stay away from each other.
Yeah, for sure. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up!
No, tell him, come on! Tell him back up!
Come on!
So they've got
Badass.
their racing radios.
Dude, coolest thing I've ever. Hey, I've talked a lot of shit about the racing radios before, but I'm telling you right now, that's the coolest thing fucking ever. All right, let's watch this real quick. Then we'll talk. Okay, so yeah, something doesn't really make no sense right there. You're good. You're good. Don't want these people to get mad at us, because at some point we might have to come back out here, and if they call the cops on us, then that shit ain't cool. Plus they're gonna go through this real fast. Oh, I don't want them to splash it on me. Somebody already splashed it all over my toe. Yes, but so the race radios, man, they have some on two. So they have some turn 2 radios, and they're the headsets, which allow Ryan and Javi to communicate. They actually, Ryan can just listen, I believe, right? But Javi can tell him everything to do, and a lot of guys, that's how they back up, especially with like the one-man team like Dave. Like Dave only has one guy to tell him what to do. So when you only got one guy, man, a radio's where it's at, you know? And man, I'll be honest, I've talked shit about radios in the past. But when you're out here on the street, and this is what we're talking about when we talk about when we're out here on the street, you learn new shit all the time, man. And I'm telling you, the radio is where it's at, because Javi can tell him anything. Hey man, pull off, a car's coming, you know? Hey man, go, 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 you know, anything, you know? Like, Javi can still communicate with him right now. I know that they said that it goes up to like 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles, something like that. So Javi can still talk to Ryan right now. Other things that I've been thinking about this a little bit. It's been a deal where I reached out to Turn 2 here recently, and you know, about getting some radios, and I'm gonna do it.
Well, there's times where it is just me and you, and we still get it done, but I'm running to the front of the car, I'm running to the back of the car.
But still, there's lots of stuff that you can just tell me. That you can just tell me, hey, do this, or hey, do this, you know. And a big thing that I never really even thought about, because man, we don't track race a whole lot. But do you know how many times, and this is true for the street too, do you know how many times I have, and numerous people, I've watched it, almost crashed the car trying to get to the finish line, and the dude you're racing never even left the starting line. So you've already won the race. Or the dude that you're racing red lights, you've already won the race. And if you're all over the place and you're jacking the throttle and you're pedaling it and shit, you ain't getting that data anyways. That data's worthless. I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it would be nice to hear from you on the radio, hey man, we got that win, take it easy. You know what I mean? Because I've literally almost crashed the car trying to out-pedal the guy
that's still sitting on
the starting line. And essentially I'm racing myself, you know, and I'll race the shit out of myself too over there in the other lane. Yep. I'll pedal that thing 30 times, whatever it takes to get to the finish line first. And a lot of times just a little bit of radio communication could be the difference in wadding your shit up, or even being hard on your shit for no reason. Yep. You know, there's no sense in pedaling it for 30 passes unless you're racing somebody. There's always a time to pedal it 30 times. Yep. And I'll do it. You know, I'll pedal that thing as many times as it takes to get to the finish line. And you know, I've turned around and then to go, whoa, what happened? Yeah. You know, but if I had the radios, then you could have already told me what happened. Yep. You know, or, you know, I don't jump a whole lot, man, but you could tell me, hey, no, it's over, man. No, yeah, you left early. Yeah. You know, I can't talk to you, but that's what I say every time I pull in there. If it's even close, I look at you and, you know, man, I leave early. Yeah. You know, yeah. I mean, you know if you left early, but it's something that we've been looking into here recently, and I do believe I'm going to roll with the Turn 2 headsets and see what we think about them. So we'll if we do get them, we'll show everybody, and
Definitely.
you know, it's something that it's just something else that I can add to the list of things that I said I will never do that.
Yep.
I'll never have radios, and now here we are. You know,
I'd really like to have some radios.
it's one of those things, man. I've said it all. I'll never have wheelie bars. I'll never have a wing. I'll never have parachutes. I've said it all. So at this point, it's more comical than to try to stick by with what I said about I'll never have it. May as well just laugh about it and go, yeah, no, I said that shit, and then get them.
We got them shits.
You know,
so.
yeah, no, we got them shits though. What the hell is that little antenna deal on that piece of shit OG card? And I'm gonna go, yeah, look like a whole XM fucking satellite on the top of it. But you know, that's it's what it's becoming, man. You know, and
well, it's not necessarily what it's becoming, man. It's evolution.
It's smart though.
Yeah,
like,
it makes our job easier.
Yes, and it is a lot of risks out here with what we're doing, anyways. Which, look how badass this is, man. We are still literally sitting at the spot.
So it's pitch black. If it was just Javi and Ryan out here and they were trying to do it themselves, Javi may have not necessarily seen the cars, or he may not have been able to relay the message to Ryan that, hey, there's cars coming, get off the road. So, you know, I don't know. It's handy when
the first time I saw them use that, it was just a couple of weeks ago, man. And I was like, oh, dude, that's where it's at, man. Yeah, because look at these people. They're coming in hot. They don't even know that we're out here. So, I mean, it could literally save us if you're out here by yourself. I know one time a long time ago.
Oh man.
Never mind.
It's one of those allegedly stories.
Yeah. You know, some shit's happened in the past, and cars have got rammed in the ass end. You know, when they're out here, and the driver just no idea what's going on in the car.
Yep.
You know, we don't have mirrors. We have. I can't see behind me at all.
There's no rear.
My car has a dome light.
It does.
Watch your mouth.
It does.
Yeah, you put one in for me.
Yep.
But if you're backing up, man, we at least have came far enough with the Hans, with all the safety equipment that allows us to stay safe. But you can't move. It's literally like this in the fucking car. This is it. You're not turning around. If I had a rear view mirror in that car, it wouldn't work. All the bars in the back, you know, and not to mention the windows are tinted. It's dark outside. There's smoke all inside the car. You know, radios just make sense, and it's one of those deals that it's making more sense to me the more times I see that right there happen. Like, you can see we had a close call here recently. The first night I was really impressed about the radios. Yeah. You can see that we had a close call because as soon as Javi told Ryan, "Hey man, there's a car coming," he was on the shoulder, almost off in the ditch. Yeah. You know, so there's been a couple of close calls, and man, we ain't trying to get nobody hurt out here, especially somebody who has no idea, who could just be coming home from work, trying to get home to their family out here, no idea, and pow, run into somebody, which we have seen before too. You know, and that sucks, you know, but I do believe that the radios are where it's at, and once I decide to pull the trigger on that deal, we'll show about how they work too, and maybe even talk about it the first time we come out and test with them. It's gonna be weird to me because, man, you know, I don't really take instructions well anyway. Yeah. You know, and then you're gonna be talking to me in my ear. I don't know, man. It's gonna be something new.
You know, I say some dumb shit sometimes too.
You know, it is what it is. You know, it's something else for us to learn and use as a tool.
Yes, it will further our program even more than
and I feel like in the past year or two, man, we have our program has went up a lot, and we're learning a lot, and you know, we could blame it on a couple of things. You know, one thing for certain is we had to.
Necessity.
You know, if you're used to somebody helping you out a whole lot, and then all of a sudden, and this goes but with anything, not just with tuning your car, not with just anything. I mean, I help my son with everything, you know, but you can bet your ass it doesn't matter what he's got going on. If I'm not at home, he's going to figure it out. He's got to. Yep. Otherwise it doesn't get done, you know? So I have learned to, you know, I've done suspension for a long time, you know, but as far as as tuning, and you know, Dad still helps us a lot, but a lot of times, man, it's just me and you, you know. And so your job has went from strictly social media guy all the way to, you know, tuning the car, dropping the car off if I can't be somewhere, you know, taking the car places, you know, I mean, pulling the fucking transmission out, you know, pulling the fucking motor out. What, you know, at this point, you know, we're real small and tight knit. It's us, you know what I mean? And we have a shield around us a lot of times that it's really tough if you're an outsider to get into my circle. And you know, sometimes we just don't like people.
A lot of times.
And a lot of times, man, if you try to bring somebody new into your circle, man, it throws a terrible wrench in your whole program. You know, we've done it before, and it turns out that most of the time it's not worth it. I'll just do more work myself, you know what I mean? Or obviously put more work on you, you know. And you know, Aiden will help us at one point. Right now he can't, so he's got school and sports, and I don't want anything to come in the way of that. So, you know, yeah, I need him, yeah, I want him out here, you know, but he's got his whole life to do this with me. You know, who knows how far he'll go with sports, hopefully all the way. You know, and I promise you, I would never be upset if he doesn't come out here and do this one time with me. You know, he's going to.
Oh yeah.
There, you can't stop him from that. He wants to do it now, you know. So even if he does go far in sports, he's still going to be out here with me doing this, you know. But ain't no sense in rushing it, you know. He's still young, and I still got, you know, enough driving of my own to do. By the time he comes out and does this, I may take a back seat to him driving, you know, and then I can tune for him and turn wrenches for him, you know. So isn't that everybody's dream, you know? For, you know, I don't guess it's everybody's dream for their son to follow their footsteps, and I'd love for him to go to college and get a good job, you know what I mean? Don't hustle for a living. But
man, nothing wrong with hustling.
No, there's not. I mean, it's better than sitting on your ass not doing nothing. So, but anyways, let's go catch up with everybody else, and I believe we got shit to do.
I think you got a meeting to go to.
Oh shit, yeah, it is.